Hey guys, what's up, and thank you for clicking on my video, and welcome to the part 6 tutorial in your After Effects training. And guys, in today's tutorial we're going to take a look at the effects that are there in After Effects. Okay, so basically guys, I'm going to teach you how to animate effects, how to time them up properly, and then I'm going to give you some insights of where can you put some really good effects and how can you use some effects for creating some lovely artwork. Okay, so let's get started. Alright guys, so firstly guys, when you open After Effects, you're gonna be having that welcome screen. You close that. Right now you go ahead and create a composition for yourself. I'm gonna name it FX, and then you can change the background color, you can change the presets if you want. Click and OK. Once you're done, you'll have a composition in your project panel. Now instead of bringing in some files and showing you some effects guys, I'm thinking to actually start with the built-in effects, as in the generated effects. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and create a layer, and for doing that I'm going to right click this blank area in the workspace, right click, new, and then the solid layer. Yeah, that's it. And I'm going to name this thing mask because I'm thinking to make something from it, and I'm going to change the color guys to somewhere to a good blue, yeah, something like this. And I'm going to click on OK, right? And this looks kind of a flat color, okay, not looking so good, but you know, I can really make something with it. Now I've not started to teach you guys mask, okay, so I don't even expect anything to like you to do something like this. Ah shit, I've actually created an ellipse. I have to create a mask. Yeah, this is a mask. And first even I was wondering that yeah, but I'm gonna feather it to give it a good effect, and yeah, I think I'm gonna just feather it a little bit more, so that probably near 300, yeah, something like this. And yeah, now I can you know, I have a good jump start to my you know, to anything which I'm creating. So if you want to go ahead and use this technique, go ahead and do it. Okay, create a solid layer, right? Give it a good shiny color. It may appear flat. Go to this tool, that is a shape tool. Okay, change it to the ellipse tool. Right, once you're done, you can just take and make sure that you have selected the mask. Okay, because if you haven't selected, as in, if make sure that you select the layer, because if you haven't selected the layer, then it's gonna go ahead and gonna create a shape. Okay, so we don't want a shape, we want a mask. So once the mask is ready, you can go to the layer properties, and there's going to be a completely new layer property named as masks. Okay, and then you can change the feather properties and you'll have this effect. Okay, so let's take a look at effects now. Now the effects people in Adobe After Effects lie on the right hand side. Okay, on the right hand side of your composition. If you people are using the same workspace as mine, that is the standard workspace of Adobe After Effects, you're gonna have a panel over here which says effects and presets. Okay, every effects and in After Effects can be found over here. And the best thing about this panel is that it will actually help you, as in it can allow you to search in the effects by names. For example, if I want a color changing effect like a colorama, you know, and the best thing, as in a good thing, which I think has been added in CS6 because it was not there in 5, in CS5, is that it will actually give you that quick tip. Okay, meaning that you know, it will show me that the effects that I've searched before, and as you can see over here, the colorama, and the colorama just came up under the color correction. If you click on this X icon, your search result will go away, and you will, I'm sorry, and you will have all your different categories of effects once again. Okay, so let's take a look at the few of them. Now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go into this category, okay, which says generate. Now what happens is, people, there are many effects in After Effects. Okay, some are basically used for adding effects to a video file, that is, you know, some help you in creating something right from scratch in After Effects. Some will help you in doing some color correction to your JPEGs and, you know, and into your still images. Some will help you keying, that is removing the white or the black or the green background that you have, like if you are in a studio, and you know, basically lots of other things. Okay, so right now guys, I'm gonna take a look at the built-in effects, that is effects that will help you create something right from scratch. So those effects can be found under the generate category. Okay, there are lots of other software as in effects also in different categories, but most of them lie in this category which says generate. And here you will see, guys, that we have lots of other effects. Okay, now I'm gonna have all these CC glue gun, CC light burst, but you may not be having them. right, because they are third-party effects. But what you may be as in what you will be having will be the lens flare. It's a very good software, guys, as in it's a very good effect, guys. And just to show you what it does, basically, guys, we can actually I'm going to create a new composition. I'm going to leave the name as comp1 and the background color. Click OK, and I'm having a new composition. I'm going to go and create quickly a new, but this time, guys, I'm going to change the background color to black of my solid layer, black solid layer. As you can see now, it has come. And I'm going to take this lens flare. Okay, now for applying effects, guys, you can use this right hand side FX panel, or what you can do is you can go under this menu right here. Okay, your menu bar, which will be having a category named as FX. If you click on it, you'll see all the same effects. Okay, same categories listed in a proper list way. Okay, on a list manner. And 3D channel, you have the audio, you have the blur and sharpen, just in case if you are from Photoshop, you have the most popular Gaussian blur to help you out in your images. You have the channel, we have color correction, like I said, my favorite Colorama. Where are you, friend? Colorama, somewhere, yeah, here it is. Then you have the noise and gray and etc, guys. Okay, so right now, guys, I'm gonna go under the generate category once again to apply my effect, and I'm gonna select lens flare. Once I click on it, guys, you'll notice that the effect has been applied to the layer. Okay, now it is very crucial, people, that you understand that when you are applying an effect, you need to select a proper layer, okay, because what may happen is sometimes you may have lots of layers. For example, if I go ahead and I open, say, actually, guys, these files are a little bit too big, okay, for me to open, as in it may slow down the whole comp. Okay, I was doing some integration work with After Effects. So say I'm just gonna, say I'm gonna bring in this one. This was actually I'm gonna bring. Swear to God. Wait a sec, guys. I have something somewhere. You need to find where it is. Pending projects. No, not pending projects. Handpicked. Important project files. After Effects, and you'll see my bring the hell down. Coming soon to you. Yeah, this one it is. And if you will see, guys, if I load in the composition one, you'll see that right now, guys, I've got quite some layers. Okay, that is 13 layers. Okay, just for creating this title effect. So basically, guys, what I'm trying to say is you need to have the proper layer selected. Okay, if you select like a wrong layer and then you choose the effect, okay, and you apply to it, you may actually mess up your whole. I'm sorry about this. And guys, if you are wondering that I'm using a Mac right now, it's not a Mac, it's a Windows. I just applied a Mac theme. I just installed it today, so I'm getting used to it, but not, it's not started yet. Alright, so okay, so on the right hand side, people, you'll be having all your effects. Okay, you can apply the same effects under the title menu. Alright, that is the menu bar under the effects category. There is a really cool thing. Okay, and so yeah, that's it, guys. Go ahead and apply some good effects to your compositions. Okay, and you can go ahead and mess with some really cool effects. Okay, now since you guys are beginners, I would like to give you guys some tips. Okay, as in some names that you should be experimenting with. For example, if I go ahead and I create this actually, guys, I'm gonna, instead of creating a new composition, I'm just gonna go ahead and create a new layer on top of it, so it will hide the layer like below it. Okay, it's hiding my mask layer, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna show you the power of fractal noise. Fractal noise, people, is generated. Okay, it's built-in effect, as in it's effect that will help you create some lovely graphics right from scratch in After Effects. And you see, guys, that we have some really good thing over here. Okay, but you still may be like wondering that what can this be really useful to your style. So let me show you guys that how can you create some lovely fireworks, okay, as in a fire in After Effects. And the beauty of applying effect comes when you will merge one or two effects. For example, as a matter of fact, guys, I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna use my Colorama for creating some lovely effects for fire. I'm gonna take it, guys, and actually, guys, I find it much better to use the effects and presets panel. And guys, if you are wondering that, if you feel like I'm not comfortable because the size of this effects and presets is a little too small, okay, what you can do is you can close down the info and the audio tab. Okay, as in if you are not using them, if you can just close the info and the audio tab, you'll see that the preview just goes up and your effects and presets really becomes long. Okay, So just in case if you guys are wondering, you can do that, okay? And that's what I have made myself a new workspace, but I'm not using it right now. Alright, so go ahead and try to come up with your own interface. Sometimes that may really be helpful, okay? So right now I'm using Colorama, and I'm going to take the Colorama, I'm going to drag it, I'm going to put it to my layer which says black solid 5. I feel that this thing is really comfortable, because you can take the layer and you can drop it onto, as in you can drop it onto your program monitor. But I feel, guys, that taking it and dropping it on the layer is much better and much more accurate, okay? So once that's done, you'll see that there's some really weird things going right now. Now I'm gonna go into the Colorama, I'm gonna go to the output cycle, okay? I'm gonna click on the triangle, and this thing, and there's this one thing which says none. I'm gonna change it to fire, and you'll see that we have some lovely fireworks, as in, like, a fire effect right now. And the great thing, guys, about using effects in After Effects is that you can actually animate them. Now let me show you guys that how can you animate effects, okay, as an effects, okay, in After Effects, okay? So let's get started. All right. Now there, guys, like, you have created something really cool, right? You have been applying all different sorts of effects to your composition. And sorry, what the hell, adjust your computer settings, but I didn't even click on this. Sometimes my computer goes nuts. All right, anyways, you have created a good composition for yourself, okay, and you're really happy about it. But then you feel that, if I could just add motion or animation to my effects, or maybe this thing is a good texture, okay, I can apply some text layers to it. I can it can be a good thing for a still image. But just in case, if I was able to add some animation to it, it would be even better. So guys, there is this one completely new panel, okay, which says, and this panel is going to be behind your project panel. If you're using the same workspace as mine, that is the standard workspace, you're going to have this as in this panel which says FX control. Now FX control, people, is supposed to be a completely new panel, okay, which will show all the effects applied to a layer. And I consider, people, that this is a really good thing, okay, because what happens is, sometimes when you need to animate this, or say that you want to make some changes, okay, like for example, I had to, like, for creating the this fire effect, I had to go and change some properties of the Colorama. I could have changed this Colorama properties from my layer, okay, by taking a look at the layer properties. If I do a click on the triangle, you'll see that there's a completely new layer property to me, like given to me, which says FX. If I go ahead and open it, you'll see that there are my two effects, my fractal noise and my Colorama. And then further on, guys, I can go ahead and open them, and I can make my selected changes, as in I can change this, and but basically, guys, if you do this, you'll really end up messing your whole project panel, because you'll be like, you need to drag it up, drag it down, up, down, up. It'll really be a time consuming thing. So that's not preferred, okay, by most of the people who use After Effects. So instead, guys, you can use the ever powerful FX control. It's really good, because it really helps you to get some really good effects and do some changes to your effects. Like for me, I had to go and take it to fire. Yeah, of course, guys, I would suggest you guys to do some changes, as in go ahead and experiment with all these other things. That is, we have fire and smoke, will give you, like, this black kind of a thing. You can of course go ahead and play with all these other parameters which are over here, but for now, guys, I'm just gonna stick to the fire, yeah, because I think, yeah, that looks good. Yeah, so let's take a look at how can you animate effects, okay. Now the rule on the properties of animating effects is same as animating any other thing in After Effects, but just to show you, I'll show you, okay. Right now, guys, we'll animate the fractal noise. I'm gonna open the fractal noise, okay, and I'm gonna go and I'm gonna select this one. It says evolution. Now, as you can see, people, I can actually animate this, but for animation, guys, I would want my CTI to be at the first frame, so that my animation starts from here. You're probably, if you are working with your composition, okay, and you want animation to start at a different point of time, okay, you can go to that point, you can move the CTI over there, right, and wherever the CTI is, people, okay, and you click on the stopwatch, that's the place where your first frame will begin. I'm just gonna bring it to the first frame, because yeah, that's it. Yeah. And then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna click on this stopwatch, which like which is evolution. I'm gonna click on it to start my animation. And guys, when I click on you'll see that I've got this one fractal noise property and evolution applied to it, and there's this one keyframe now. I'm gonna go ahead and time. I'm gonna move ahead in time. I'm gonna take my CTI ahead time, and I'm gonna change the parameters or of FX for applying for making the animation work, and I'm gonna take it right from 0. I'm gonna move it right to somewhere over there. Now guys, if we take a look at the animation, right, I'm gonna do a ramp preview to it. If I click on the ramp preview, it may take some time for After Effects to actually build in those frames, because it needs to calculate it properly so that you can have a proper. And now if you see guys, we have some really nice animation going, so that's really good. And go ahead and guys, go ahead, get some new FX, and invent some good things. And for ending the video guys, since I showed you the animation, since you guys are beginners, I would like to give you guys some names, okay, of some effects that I think beginners should be working with. Now I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna close, I'm gonna switch my my workspace, and we have the black solid layer 1, and we have the effect lens flare applied to the layer black solid 1. You can go ahead and you can change the animation of this lens flare, okay. You can make it like the flare center. You can say you can animate this, okay. You have the CTI on the first frame. You can take the CTI ahead in time, okay, and you can make this thing go from right here right over here. And now let's take a look at what do we have, and you'll see that it just slowly comes and goes. So this thing can really be good if you are making an intro for yourself, okay. Can be really good. Then so definitely guys, go ahead, do some experiment with the colorama effect, the fractal noise, because guys, there is lots of things to actually go and dig in FX. For example, if I go back to my FX composition, you'll see that there is one like the fractal noise. I can actually change the noise type from soft linear to blocks, and you'll see that it just goes like such like it becomes like blocks. And then I can change from blocks, I can go to spine, and let's take a look, and that looks that looks better for the fire effect to work. I can change a basic to rocky. And basically what I'm trying to say is guys, that there are lots of settings that you can do in FX for creating new and good effects, okay. And so there you have it guys, okay. All like the FX explanation, how do you apply effects, where can you find effects, how do you animate effects, and go ahead and practice some for yourself guys. Alright, so I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching this video, people, and please subscribe me, alright, for more videos, because I'm gonna make lots of them. And thank you so much for watching my video. And if you have any more questions about about After Effects, or if you want some help, you can contact me on Facebook, okay. You can leave me a message over there, and I will try to reply to you as soon as possible. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe. Yes, peace.